Hello, as is now clearly tradition, it is once again a bloody Thursday. I will say, at least I have done more reading. I just did not turn the camera on, but you would think it is morning. This looks very morning-wise, but I didn't actually get up in time and went straight to work, and it's after work and I'm just like wiping work away. It has been an exhausting day. But we have a very exciting rest of the week, and I do have a significant-ish reading update. So whilst I do a little refresher, I thought I'll come in and talk to you about what's going on. So we actually have the new Taylor Swift album coming out tomorrow, which is very exciting. I will take any type of thing to add to my I'm gonna look forward to this list in this bleak-ass world. So we're gonna go with that. So in preparation for that, tonight, with my Patreons, I have a little party, which is literally just us coming together and listening to some songs and ranking them. I'm gonna rank all of the Taylor Swift songs. I am a relatively new fan, I guess, in a sense that I was a Reputation convert. I have since come to appreciate more of the songs, and but I don't like all of them, and I probably, most likely, have not heard all of them. There's a lot of them. So we're gonna go and have a night for ourselves of just going through the songs and ranking them and seeing if there are any that I have not heard of. Maybe I have, I don't know, who knows. I feel like I just need like a relaxing type of evening. And then the album tomorrow and some work tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we start our all-nighter. So I'm gonna have a lot of hopefully reading done, but also a lot of hosting. So I'm trying to be kinder to myself now because I know that's gonna be it's gonna take a lot of energy. And just hoping the migraine gods are merciful. We'll put this on, call it Lavender Haze. Sounds like a plan. More like Lavender Days, if I'm honest. I feel like I've had so much caffeine today and it has done very little. Not gonna lie. Very little. I am on my lonesome today, which is quite nice because I feel like I'm just overstimulated in a lot of senses. So I have a little bit of peace and quiet. As I say that, go on, prove me wrong. I have like 45 minutes-ish, maybe a bit less, until I go and we do the things. So I'm gonna make myself some salad, perhaps? Whilst I do that, I can update you on what I've been reading. You're becoming quite acquainted to this angle. I would like it to be noted that I'm not making soup this time. I guess I am making what basically is soup without the water, which is a salad. At least the advantage of cooking myself. I mean, the disadvantage is that I have to cook myself and I don't just get to eat it. But the advantage being in control of how cooked the chicken is. Logan takes it so personally. Like, he just cannot fathom that it's not about me trusting his ability that he cooked the chicken. But it's just nice sometimes to get the extra validation when you ask, are you sure it's cooked? And it doesn't have to be a personal attack. But that's one of the relationship parts, and me and Logan just can't get on the same thing. I keep trying to explain, and he keeps trying to explain how I should trust him instead, and that it is offensive that I don't. And anyway, we don't have to worry about that today though, do we? The prompt was to find recommendation based on your zodiac sign. So this is the one that in the previous vlog I kept looking for. And then, not gonna lie, during this week I completely zoned out of the fact that I decided to read Heartstopper. And I started listening to Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, something like that. Oh, pigeon. So I've started the book and it is such a delight, is the only way that I can really think of describing it. It is just so thoroughly enjoyable. It's about a woman in her 60s, but in my mind, I don't know, I just aged her up even more. She is Asian and she definitely embodies a lot of Asian parent, that generation stereotypes. Now, I can understand that this can be a hit or miss for people, because of course we're like playing on the stereotypes, but we're doing so very intentionally and very much like we've definitely not stumbled upon this, like this is the intention. And I really cannot speak on anything else, but I will say the parallels between that and the Eastern European experience, unmatched. I think to me, from my personal experience, it was very, very relatable. So immediately it made me cackle, it made me, it felt like a hug. I felt homesick reading this book, which is hilarious. The audiobook is done so brilliantly, which is fantastic because I don't actually have this in the physical form, so I had to, like, the audiobook is the only thing I have. And it's been so delightful. And as much as it, you know, pokes fun at those things and exaggerates those attributes, it also very much, you know, talks about the generational differences and the loneliness, and there's different POVs as well. There's younger people and of different backgrounds and how they deal with things, their life hardships, manipulative men in your life, motherhood. There's a lot going on, and I think it was all approached quite playfully without negating the importance of those topics, and I really appreciated that. It was very approachable without being too preachy or too serious, but you know, not negating the importance of it. And it's just like a nice balance. It's overall a very easy listen as well, and it's just a delight. I want the absolute best for every single character in this book mentioned, apart from the victim. We got that covered, and I'm just thriving. I'm just having the best time. I'm also really very much taking my time with it, but I always find myself looking forward to listening to this audiobook rather than being like, okay, I need to read and I should read. I didn't have that much free time to do that throughout the week, and I'm still already like 75 or more, maybe a little bit more percent through. So I really was tempted to listen to it pretty much every time that I could, which is a good sign. It's a great sign, actually. So having the best of times with this, and I will, I guess, update you on when I finish it. Will it be a 5-star read? I don't know, but it will be something that's gonna score very high in enjoyment, and I know that for sure, unless something really bad happens in the last, you know, but like, how likely is that? Please, let's not jinx it, but how likely is that? No, I'm asking. Good morning. I am so tired. This was not my plan. I had a whole plan ready. I was gonna wash my hair, which I didn't do just now because I'm too tired. But last night I fell asleep, and then I heard some alarm or whatever before I went to bed, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit annoying, but I managed to fall asleep because it stopped. And then I heard this like banging, and I thought, oh, someone's maybe like hammering. You know when you're like half asleep and someone's like hammering or something? I don't know. And then like some really loud banging, and then I jumped up, scared. Logan was away as well, and like my first thought was like, oh my god, someone's trying to break in. Not long ago I had a dream that a delivery guy killed my neighbor. So clearly from that dream it carried, and in my mind I was like, oh my god, what's the number of the police? I had to Google that because I was like, it was so loud at 2 a.m. mind you. And it was so loud, I thought someone was like literally breaking the door, which they might have been, by the way. So I jump up, cats are scared, they're running around, hiding. But as soon as I walk into the hallway, I can see like flashing lights. I was like, oh, this is like services already. And I look through the window, and there's like a fire department truck outside, and they're like running into the building. And I'm like, oh shit, are we on fire? And I was like, oh my god, I would have to like gather the cats again. And I'm like, oh, my thoughts are on the cats because it's quite like difficult. It's cats. I think everything was okay. I don't know. And then I crawled back to bed but couldn't fall asleep. And they kept like hammering later when they were already gone. Very confused, not sure what's happening, but I'm very, very tired is what's happening. But I have woken up, I've not looked online at all, and I want to do honest first look reactions to the Tortured Poet department. I have ranked some songs yesterday with Patreon, and it took 4 hours. Saturday ranking. I know nothing about the early albums, nothing. I have discovered that I'm more of a folklore girl than Evermore. I like quite a few lover songs, which interesting. with that in mind, I'm gonna go log on, see what the news are, and react about. Sleep deprived reactions. I will say my thoughts on Midnight songs when they came out were very different from the beginning to later on. A lot of songs grew on me. Songs that I initially liked, I got tired of. So this is not super reliable, is what I'm saying. But I just want to kind of react to it. Is it 2? People were right. People were speculating it's gonna be 2 things, and I can see already 2 versions. So we have Tortured Poets Department with 16 songs, and Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, 31. I'm assuming this is gonna have the same songs plus. Where's the lyrics? I want to listen to the lyrics. Why are the lyrics not here? Okay. It's very synthy. It's very Stranger Things, which I could vibe with. I like the beat. I like the beat. I also like the lower voice. I will say the name Fortnite in general, to me, immediately I think about the game, which I hate that association. So I don't know if that's just me, but oh, it's so synthy. It's so synthy. I like it. It's interesting because she did say in one of the concerts that this was the album that she really needed to write, and it was like a reminder of why she writes the songs. So I'm expecting some pain. I vibe. This one I like. Next. Tortured Poets Department. That's the title. You smoked them 8, 7 bars of chocolate. We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger art, like a tattooed golden retriever. Interesting. I do like this one. It's still very synthy. I think I maybe like Fortnite more, but again, this is gonna probably change upon multiple listens, so who knows? But I'm very much vibing so far. I mean, I didn't not expect synthy because there was like, you know, clues and whatnot. But I'm still very much waiting for that rock album at some point. That would be everything. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. And my plastic smile. So this one sounds almost a little bit inspired by like Lana, and I quite like it when she plays with that type of Oh, interesting. I like that. This is gonna be a vibe. This is gonna be a bop. I really like this one. It's interesting. I like the message too. But I'm gonna move on because I want to listen to these before I start work. There's a lot of them. Down Bad. Ooh, a sci-fi song. This one might grow on me a bit more, but I do like it. I like the chorus a little bit more, I think, than the bits in between, but this one could be a grower. I'm excited to listen to it in full, but So Long London. Ooh, that one could be pain. Ooh, very churchy. Ooh. Oh, it got faster. Again, very Lana influence to me. Could be completely wrong, but that's how it sounds. I kept calm and carried the weight of the rift. I love it when she sings in her lower voice though, because like I personally like it, so I'm happy with this. Oh. I love that. I like the song because it, like, the background sounds like when you're hyperventilating and your heart is going so fast, but you know, her voice sounds like so sad and given up and like giving in to the conclusions of leaving. And I feel like that's a very like right post breakup moment where like your heart is still hammering but you're just done. I like it. Let me give you all that youth for free. Ooh. Oh, I love it. This song! This I think might be my favorite so far. I mean, I like the Pain songs to be honest, so... Oh, I'm so excited to re-listen to that one. Okay, next one, Badaddy, I love him. So far this one's the weakest one for me. Like, this is a bit more reminiscent of the previous, like the very early, I want to say, albums, but obviously improved with time. This might grow on me, but so far this one is my least favorite. Fresh Out the Slammer. Oh well, hello West? Hello? He was with her in dreams? This one's somewhere in the middle for me. It could be a grower. Could be a grower. That happens a lot. Next one is Florida with Florence and the Machine. And my friends all smell like weed or a little baby. I'm sorry, this is the truest early 30s statement ever. And my friends all smell like weed or little babies. It genuinely is one or the other. Ooh. Oh, I like how unstable this is. I love that. I think I like this one. It's funny though, hearing from the line, so you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin. From a billionaire. Next, Guilty as Sin. Oh, this reminds me of some other song of hers. I mean, that can't be said a lot, but she's thinking about herself. Interesting. There's no such thing as bad thoughts, only your actions talk. Fatal fantasies giving way to labored breath, taking all of me. Haha. Interesting. I'd be guilty as sin. Music-wise, this one's somewhere in the middle for me, but it could be a grower again. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I like this so far. Oh, cool. I like that. Got a little vigilante shit happening. But I like how, like, kind of whimsy it is. What if it is? Ooh, I like the dun dun dun. I really like this, how it's building up. That's why you're still singing along. This one's a winner for me. This one's one of my favorites as well, I think. That was that. Oh, I'm gonna explore that. I can fix him. No, really, I can. I think this one's gonna take a couple of listens for me. It's okay so far. Love of my life. I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. I felt it. Ooh. Oh, this whole thing is just a dying relationship. Ugh. About a million times. Sad. Gotta be a good one when I have more time to listen to it. I can do it with a broken heart. This is when she started touring. It actually is. I was joking, but it genuinely is about her touring. I'm so depressed, I act like it's my birthday. Sorry, just singing about it in such a cheery tone is mood. Every day. It's funny because you can actually hear the 1, 2, 3, which I'm pretty sure is like what you hear in your earpiece is the word. The earpiece when you're like performing. So this is definitely an ode to the very first performances when she was just dying inside but had to perform. Next, Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Any of it true, you hung me on your wall. I get the vibes from this. I think I need to be in the right mindset to listen. The Alchemy. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. I wonder if this is about the new guy because of the touchdown. Anyway, amazing. Super fantastic. I'm so excited to actually listen to these properly. There's so many. Arguably, is it too many? No, because I kind of just sang, like, you know, section it. But I have to go. But those were my like initial little thoughts. Maybe I'll let you know once I get a little bit further into this and have more time to just chill and listen to this. Which ones are my favorite and which ones are not so much. But very excited, and I love the synth type of situation at the beginning. It does kind of dwindle down, I think, later on, becomes like more so regular Taylor Swift as she's known for, which is also great. But I love seeing something a little bit different. But anyway, I need to go to work, so I'll see you later. Hello, I had no chance to speak with you today. It's been a rough morning, but we got there by the end thanks to some medicine. I've just finished my, you know what, how long was it? I can tell you here. 7-hour and 42-minute stream for the all-nighter. Happy all-nighter, by the way. And we had a lot of, well, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun if you did tune in. And I have finished Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, I believe. Why do I always trip up over that? Really liked it. I honestly can't imagine it being lower than a 4-star. So that had me pass astronomy, and the sheet is looking like this currently. We have 2 more mandatory classes for me. I've also started, this is just a dust jacket, invocations. Story about 3 women. 3 or 4 actually. I mean, there's 3 on the cover. I think 3. Well, not only. I'm 85 pages in. It was a slower start than House of Hollows. House of Hollow, I think. That one really gripped me from the very, very start. This one was a little bit slower to get into. It took me a little bit longer, but also I was crocheting the purple rodent for us, which I want to finish tomorrow as well, but look at it looking at you. I had a lot of fun doing this, but this actually took so long. And I was obviously focusing on this, so I was listening to the audiobook really slowly, and then in the last sprint I swapped to reading it physically, and I really enjoy reading it physically as well, actually, so I might continue that route. We'll see what we do. But now I'm fully in it. I really enjoyed the tongue-in-cheek type of writing style and the characters really shining through. We have a very interesting cast. I'm really enjoying the vibes, even though they are obviously sad in parts and a bit creepy, because there's a lot of injustice and murder and a lot of different things happening here. But it's all about the occult as well. All of the girls, one way or another, are trying to either find something about the occult. One of them is trying to find something about necromancy. The other one had an unfortunate kind of demonic encounter that possessed her body that now she wants to undo. And they're all quite different, but they're all, are tied by certain things together as well. So I'm very excited to see how they relate to one another. I had 2 meet. And I'm thriving. I think I stopped at a very good point as well, but it's very interesting to me. We currently have 16 hours and a little bit left of this, but of course I will be sleeping, so we're not gonna have that much time. But I'm very excited. My goal would be to finish this. Is that realistic? Probably not so much, but also I could surprise myself. And if not, hopefully we'll still do it either way. I never do a lot of reading during the sprints as well, because I'm always hosting and I do a lot of other stuff on the sides, so I always end up actually probably reading less than I normally would outside of that, but we don't have the sprints tomorrow, so I can focus on that. The only thing I have is I want to finish this and add a little something to hold, maybe like a berry. I call the purple rodent plum. If you don't know why the purple rodent, also it was because of the April's Fool's shenanigan we did this time, which was this. Whenever I do this when I'm editing, I'm so regretting it, because it's like another thing for me to edit in. Sorry, future me. But I wanted to maybe hold something. It definitely doesn't sit. It's not very, but it's fine. But I'm gonna do a giveaway for that tomorrow, so I want to set that up. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I just need to go and relax, I think, a little bit after that, but this went well. I hope people enjoyed it and had fun. And we have a new impling as well, a gardening one. And then we voted for it to be in a plant pot, and then everyone realized that it's the 20th of April and the 420 and the gardening and the pot. It all just was meant to be. But anyway, I'm going to go and unwind now, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Good morning. We have just under 5 not minutes. Wow, hours. I accidentally cancelled it. Shoot. I believe we have this much left. Didn't wake up super early, but I did go to bed quite late last night, so I'm okay with that. And I'm gonna sit down and I think swap to audiobook for a little bit while I crochet, I think, like a blue bushberry for this purple rodent. I love him. I love our little plum. But yeah, I'm gonna continue listening to the audiobook. I'm really invested, but it's gonna be a chapter of a POV that I'm less so invested. So I just need to like, it's a good time for an audiobook, I feel, to kind of. So I was deciding on what sort of color to do, because in the pattern is like a strawberry, but I didn't want a strawberry. I think it would be, I mean, I could maybe find a pinky that like fits it, but I actually think I'm out of that color. But I did have this. I did have like a proper red, I think, but it would steal the show from the red. I don't know if there's leaves, because I can't remember, but I feel like I will do it in this for like a little contrast. No, Momo. I know, he thinks this is his toy, but it's not. But it is finished, I believe. It's very, very cute. The last bit didn't take that long, and I think it really tied it together, so I'm very happy with this. And now I'm gonna go have some breakfast, but, even though it's quite late, but very happy with that. Frustratingly, I am so close to finishing this. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to update you yesterday. I started feeling really unwell, so yesterday was not the best, but we move. I literally have this much left. This much. I'm really enjoying it, so I don't see it being anywhere probably under 4 stars. It's probably going to be 4 stars, unless something really mind-blowing is going to happen, and it's not. I'm literally past all of the reveals, I'm pretty sure. I will say it's a little bit predictive. Again, I really like the tongue-in-cheek and how different the personalities are of the girls involved. I kinda wish that they were aged up a little bit. It's one of those books to me that I feel our characters are not acting like they're 17. I actually didn't realize they were 17 until they told me like repeatedly. It is mentioned definitely a couple of times, but it's just, it would have been maybe a little bit more, well, I can't say believable, it's literally about the occult. Totally a personal preference though, so some of you may completely disagree, but I don't think this one held my attention as well as the other one did. I did still really have a great time. It's definitely darker, although the other one also had darker themes, so I'm getting a better grip on what the author is and how they write, and I will definitely be keeping my eye out for any of the future releases because it clearly fits what I like as well. So whilst not an instant favorite, it's definitely a success, and I'm excited to actually sit and finish this definitely later tonight. I have quite a few things to do. I need to finish editing this vlog, give it to you, and then have a couple of other bits to do. Quite a few things actually. Mondays are always like that for me. And then once I am done, I will be finishing this up, marking it off, but that's gonna be all in the next vlog as well. I really hope you're having a great time with the readathon so far, if you enjoyed the all-nighter or if you did it separately. I hope that it yielded some good results. Definitely did for me. I feel like I finished the previous book and then I almost finished this one. So technically it's really one book. Because the bit that I finished on the previous book, I think is the bit that I basically have left here. So it's like a singular book, which is not too bad considering my speeds normally. So not quite reaching the 2 books a week this time, but just like but we will, if we count today, which we will, it's fine. I think I only have one thing left that I need to read for my classes. So not to jinx it, but we can probably say I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be okay for this time. And then we'll see where that leads. So next week is probably going to be the last one for for this, but I also wanted to give a very warm welcome to people who have joined Patreon in the Moony Messenger or above tier. I am quite behind of these, so this is a collective one, but I want to welcome Erin, Shay, Rosie, Stephanie, Robin, Laura, Sarah, Rachel, Meg, Cheyana, I'm really sorry if I'm not pronouncing that one right, and Sammy. I hope you've been enjoying the space. Very grateful to have you there, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go and continue editing this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.